Hello and welcome. My name is Justin Tremont, and I'm here to talk to you about Alaska Airlines today. This presentation was put together by Amanda Welton, Sydney Pace, John Shirley, and myself. And we're going to talk to you a little bit about the company, its employees, and its CEO, and summarize some information and give some recommendations. And let's get started. So what is Alaska Airlines? Alaska Airlines is actually a corporation owned by the Alaska Air Group. It's the 7th largest U.S. airline, one of the most popular airlines along the West Coast, and transports the most passengers between Alaska and the lower 48. Right now they're headquartered in Seattle, Washington, with other hubs in Anchorage and Portland. So where does Alaska Airlines fly? As you can see from the map here, Alaska Airlines actually has over 100 destination cities. The airline has expanded significantly over the years to serve several U.S. East Coast and Southern cities, including Nashville and Charleston. Right now, you can actually get flights to Costa Rica from Alaska Airlines. Recently, they have been in the headlines because the airlines has announced new daily nonstop flights between Portland, Oregon, and Orlando, Florida to begin in March of 2017. The new flight will be the first and only nonstop flight of its kind between Portland and Orlando. And alongside that, they will also be offering 21 weekly nonstop flights from Seattle, Portland, and San Diego. So Alaska Airlines was founded in 1932 in Anchorage by Linus Mac McGee, who started his career flying between Anchorage and Bristol Bay. In 1934, he merged the company with Star Air Service, which created the largest airline in Alaska. Soon this became Alaska Airlines. After World War II, there was a shortage of pilots, and the airline expanded when it bought retired World War II planes and converted them for commercial use. In the 60s, Alaska Air faced some tough competition with other airlines such as Northwest Airlines, Pan Am, and Pacific Northern Airlines. So to increase services throughout Alaska, they purchased two smaller airlines, Alaska Coastal Airlines and Cordova Airlines, in 1968. In the 70s, among economic hardship, Alaska Airlines flew charters to the Soviet Union. And in the 80s, Alaska Airlines acquired Horizon Air and formed the Alaska Air Group. They have been updating their fleet and expanding ever since then. Right now, Alaska Airlines is reported to have 11,000 employees. They have 1,600 pilots and 3,500 flight attendants. So I want to give you some statistics about the Alaska Airlines fleet. They have 880 average daily flights, 300,000 flights per year, 28.4 million enplaned passengers in a year, and $29.9 billion of revenued miles. Currently, their fleet consists of 153 aircraft, and by the end of 2018, they plan on having 159 aircraft. And what they're doing is replacing some of their older Boeing 737s with a newer, more efficient fleet. So just how well do Alaska Airlines employees get it? Well, their philosophy at Alaska Airlines is to provide their employees with market-based compensation. So more than 80% of Alaska's workforce is covered by collective bargaining agreements. Contracts are governed by the Railway Labor Act, which seeks to set clear guidelines for labor negotiations at railroads and airlines. And under that Railway Labor Act, labor contracts never expire. Actually, what happens is each contract has an amendable date, which gives the union and the Alaska Airlines Company the option to amend the contract. The National Mediation Board is the federal body charged with oversight of labor negotiations. And to respect the whole bargaining process, Alaska Airlines provides limited information on the status of ongoing labor negotiations, and probably just to keep the confidentiality with things. So these employees, the service employees, aircraft technician, cleaners, fleet service employees, ramp agents, and dispatchers, they're all represented by their own unions. You got unions like the Aircraft Mechanics Fraternal Association, International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, and the Transport Workers Union. Those are some of the unions that protect these employees there. Pilots are a part of the International Airline Pilots Association, and flight attendants are protected by the Association of Flight Attendants. So very well taken care of at this company. So some other incentives and benefits for the employees are basically all staff are eligible for bonuses. And how it works is they get these bonuses based on performance. All the staff are in the bonus pool, and the 70% of these bonuses are based on earnings for the company, and 30% is based on customer satisfaction, cost discipline, and safety. So each month the company tells every sales agent or flight attendant how well the company is doing in the bonus categories. And employees are generously compensated during the good times rather than just being locked in at a higher wage, but it doesn't ever change. So they're really enabling them there, and also the employees they're very well trusted. They're empowered by their superiors, and they follow a strict code of conduct. This is Brad Tilden. He is the CEO and chairman of Alaska Airlines, and also the chairman, CEO, and president of Alaska Air Group, and chairman of Horizon Air. Born in Seattle, Washington, his passion for the airline industry started at a young age. A veteran of the company with 25 years of employment, Mr. Tilden was promoted from vice president to CEO of Alaska Airlines in 2000. So having lots of experience, Mr. Tilden is an expert in finance, leadership, and planning in the airline industry. Ranked number 22 among the top 50 corporate leaders in America, Fortune magazine gave him his limelight in 2015. And also, the Puget Sound Business Journal also recognized him as the Executive of the Year in 2015. So this is a video of Mr. Tilden speaking about the direction of the company and how they want to stay current in the airline industry.
We do like the single fleet approach. We've got 737s at Alaska, and we're moving more recently to 800s and 900 ERs. At Horizon, we fly the Bombardier Q400 turboprop, which is a fabulous, very fuel-efficient turboprop. I think probably most of you know we're really strong if you live in the state of Alaska or the state of Washington or the state of Oregon, and as time moves on, increasingly strong if you live in the state of California. From those places, we fly to something like 100 cities, 102 cities or something. We fly to all over the East Coast, middle of the country. More recently, Hawaii. In 2008, ATA and Aloha both filed for bankruptcy, and ETOPS was coming right in time. And unlike a lot of other airlines, when those guys filed for bankruptcy, they liquidated in like 2 weeks, or they at least quit flying in 2 weeks. They liquidated after that. And so there was a massive void when they quit flying to Hawaii. And I like to think of us as a very nimble company from a scheduling perspective. And we sort of snuck in and put airplanes into those markets quickly. And we now have something like 30% of the West Coast Hawaii market. And it's been very, very good business for us.
So he's a really personable guy. He's got great speaking style, great hand gestures. He's really a functional communicator and a motivational speaker, which is it's very important for him as a leader and the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. So to sum things up, Alaska Airlines has been well known for having the best customer service of any airline in the industry. They're excelling at taking care of their employees. Negotiations and collective bargaining within the company is fair and transparent. Employees receive market-based pay and get bonuses for exceeding expectations in different areas. The CEO of the company, Brad Tilden, is a great leader who is keeping this company current in ways of increasing efficiency and expanding the airline's horizons. According to Wall Street Journal, take any industry metric: on-time arrival, customer satisfaction, full planes, consistent profitability, or passenger growth, and you'll find Alaska Airlines at or near the top. The airline's also taking on new markets such as Hawaii, now accounting for a fifth of its business, or new destinations in the lower 48 or even outside of the country. The team recommends the Alaska Airlines continues its path to expanding its fleet and destinations. We also recommend it does not merger with any other companies, but instead take over any holes where flights may be missing in the United States, much like they did in Hawaii. Most importantly, continue to listen to their customers and continue to provide benefits for loyal customers. I want to say on behalf of the team, thank you for watching this presentation on Alaska Airlines.